March 1933 to April 1945. Facts.
And of Antifa. It's important to remember the original Antifa were anti-fascists in Weimar Germany, who were the first people sent to Dachau. There is no left versus right anymore. This is life versus death. People sent to Dachau. There is no left versus...
Antifa is a wild orc, though. There are many violent people in Antifa, bro. They have attacked conservatives, innocent conservatives. They have endangered people. So to say Antifa is harmless is crazy.
In reality, you just need to watch Miller to see everything.
But Antifa isn't the only group that
he's the most deformed man in America.
Is threatening, menacing, or violent. There are right-wing groups too, radical RDUP groups too, who engage in threats, violence, harassment, all of these things. So it isn't limited to the left, but
the leftist is fundamental. It's important to remember the original Antifa were anti-fascists in Weimar Germany, who were the first people sent
the
to
woke
Dachau.
lefties, they have to keep it a buck too. They can't be selective.
Says Jim Stewartson. So prepare yourself. Here's the speech that Stephen Miller
Evil is evil. Evil is evil regardless.
The leftist is fundamentally hatred, jealousy, and violence. He's the most deformed man in America. Finally, when Miller brings up the boogeyman of Antifa, it's important to remember the original Antifa were anti-fascists in Weimar Germany, who were the first people sent to Dachau. There is no left versus right anymore. This is life versus death, says Jim Stewartson. So prepare yourself. Here's the speech that Stephen Miller gave the other day, and it is incredibly, incredibly dark. The leftist is fundamentally motivated.
Yeah, the monolithic remarks, bro.
By hatred.
There are conservatives who are motivated by the same things, bro. You have righties who are motivated by the same things, bro. You have no anger or ire for them, bro. Sus, partialistic, partial, worshipping, idolatrous. Stop.
Hatred, jealousy, incredibly, incredibly dark. The leftist is fundamentally motivated by envy, by hatred, by jealousy.
Certain people on the left, not all. This is true for many lefties. This is the case for many lefties. This is true for many lefties, but it isn't true for all. This is true. This is very true for many lefties, but this is not true for all lefties. This is true for. This is very true. This is very true for many lefties. This is very true for many lefties, but this is not true for all lefties.
Says Jim Stewartson. So prepare yourself. And jealousy. The leftist looks at what it. Be incredibly dark. The leftist is fundamentally motivated by envy, by hatred, by jealousy. The leftist looks at what is beautiful and what is good and what is natural and is filled.
Certain lefties, certain righties too.
Can we just point out how absurd it is that the most
this is true for many people of all groups or all parties, meant to say all wings of the political spectrum.
Stephen Miller is the art. Incredibly dark.
This is the case for many people on both wings of the political spectrum.
Like jealousy.
So this is invalidated. This is bunk. This is rubbish. This is codswallop. This is malarkey. This is hogwash. This is malarkey.
The other side is hateful. Like there has never been a more
drivel.
And jealousy. The leftist looks at what is beautiful and what is good and what is natural and is filled with envy and hatred. Can we just point out how absurd it is that the most hateful little man in the country is talking about how the other side is hateful? Like there has never been a more hateful.
The hypocrisy is crazy.
Prick than Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is the architect of everything ICE is doing. All the 2,000 arrests per day, They're raiding the Lowe's and the Home Depot parking lots, the assaulting senior citizens, the shoving people in concentration camps, the destruction.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo, Kulinksi, this radical leftist. Yo, he says concentration camps, bro. Yo, I get it, bro. ICE isn't perfect. It is imperfect. It is flawed. It has blemishes. It has weaknesses. Yes, it has abuses. It has certain agents are abusive of authority, of power. This is true, but it is true that certain ICE agents abuse their authority. It is true that certain centers have abuses, have violations. This I get it, but to say they're constant, I really do get it, but to equate these detention centers to concentration camps is all the way insultive, bro. It is insulting to the people who really were suffering in real concentration camps during WW2, bro. Who were held captive, who were brought there against their will because of their immutable traits or because of their identities. This isn't the same thing in America, bro. As far as the ICE situation, bro. These two things are not identical to each other. So to equate the two is all the way garbage. Yes, you do have abusive people in ICE, but to say ICE should be eliminated, abolished, eradicated is all the way crazy, bro. All the way trash. ICE has there's a real purpose, bro. ICE detains and deports people who come to this country illegally, who have no business being here, who didn't go through the legal process, who snuck in, who didn't show, who don't have papers, who don't have documentation, who didn't get vetted before coming into this country, who didn't get vetted before living in this country and doing things in this country. Yeah. To say ICE should be abolished is crazy, bro. There should be better training. There should be reform. There should be better. It has to be better for sure, but to eliminate the whole thing is all the way crazy to me, bro. You can't just let people in, bro. You have to vet people who come from foreign countries. You don't know if they're rapists, killers, thieves. So certain people have shoplifted in different places, raped people, killed people. Crazy stuff, bro. So there has to be a vetting process. You can't just let people in. You don't know the intentions of everybody who's coming in. Yes, certain people do have good intentions, but you have to be safe. You can't just let people in. You can't blindly trust. There has to be a process in place, bro. Just letting people into this country with no knowledge of their intentions is very scary, because many innocent Americans can get hurt, killed, raped, robbed, all of these things, so kidnapped. So there has to be, this org should still remain in existence.